Students, welcome to another session. We have dealt with 3 units, that is what is psychology, methods of inquiry in psychology, and the third unit is basis of human behavior. If you can observe, these 3 units are separated, and you may have thought that there is no connection between these 3 units. But if you can observe, these 3 units are linked individually to each other. So these are the basic units you have to understand. And there is also one more important thing, is that understanding what is psychology, how you can understand the data, how a psychologist observe the behavior, all these things are part of these units. And the third unit, basis of human behavior, which dealt with biological and cultural basis, has another understanding of what is the basis, what is the reason of a human being behaving in such a way. So after understanding these 3 units, the fourth unit is human development. The human development. So in this unit, you will understand, let me take up the note, you will understand meaning and process of development, influence of heredity, that is biological, environment, context on human development. All these things will be covered in this unit. There is also one more important thing we have to consider in human development, is the development is a progress. It is a progress, and there will be stages in human that are infancy, childhood, adolescence, adulthood, old age. Okay, these are the stages of any human being. These are the viewpoints which reflects in this course of development and related experiences. So there is a quote from Rabindranath Tagore where he quotes that, "I wish I could travel by the road that crosses the mind, baby's mind, and out beyond all bounds." There are few words, that is bounds, errands, laws. These 3 words make this saying. What he says, I wish I could travel by the road that crosses the baby's mind and out beyond all bounds, where messengers run errands for no cause, between the kingdoms of kings of no history, where reason makes kites of her laws and flies them, and truth sets fact free from its fetters. So all these words, what is he speaking is the development. Where is the chance of development? Development can only be happened when we understand where we can develop, the areas we can develop. So all these things have to be considered during the development. When he speaks of a child has no standards. He's free to learn. He or the baby has free to learn, ask questions, number of ways to develop. All these things will be happening in a baby. But if you see a grown-up adult, He has some standard knowledge, standard experience in one area, or one or two areas. Languages, he can only learn one or two languages. All these things can be only be happened in adult. So if it is a child, there is no boundary. She or he can make own laws and experiences and learn. Okay, that is what he wants to say. So if you can look around, you will notice that from birth onwards, changes of various kinds are taking place in an individual life, which continue even during old age. If you can see, there is not only a physical development, there is also a uh, behavioral development. A child behaves in another way, an adolescent behaves in another way, adult behaves in another way, and the old age person behaves in another way. So all these things have to be considered during the development, not only physical, it is also mental or behavioral development. Okay. So over a span of time, a human grows and develops, learns to communicate. As a child, as a newborn child, we may not understand all the communication from parents or any other human beings. But if you can see, we learn step by step to talk, to walk, to count the numbers, to read, and then writing, etc. These are all parts of communication, how we a human being communicate with other. She or he also learns to distinguish between right and wrong, to distinguish between right and wrong. So these are the standards. These behavioral standards can be have various things. She or he makes friends, goes through puberty, gets married, raise children. All these things happen around a human development stage. Okay, and then even though we differ from each other, we share many commonalities. Most of us learn to walk by the first year and talk by the second year. Even though there are cultural differences, demographic differences, and many others, we have others to consider that are very basic common things, like physical structure of a human being is same. So this chapter will familiarize you with the changes observed in the people during the course of their lifespan in different domains that are uh, behavioral, cognitive, language development, in any other uh, area. You will learn about key developmental processes and changes taking place in major periods that are discussed: childhood, adulthood, adolescence, etc. Prenatal, that are here it is defined as prenatal, infancy, childhood, adolescence, adulthood, and old age. So this would be a journey of personal understanding and self-discovery, which should help in your future development. The study of human development would also help you to deal with others better. So, so how a human being develops, what are the stages, what is happening that is biological and cultural or social, all these things will be covered in this chapter. We'll be seeing each stage and what are the factors that influence human development. All these factors can be covered in this chapter. So, so that's all in this chapter. Let us take uh, the next session in very detail about the topics that are the factors, how these stages will be developed, and then we will proceed with this chapter. If you have any queries regarding the human development and the stages, write to the mail ID. Thank you so much. Have a great day.